All right, 23 minutes past 6. Good morning. My name is Ifeimi Andrew. Now let's quickly take a look at what's on the Vanguard newspaper. Plateau Benue killings, Danjuma, Atiku, Koka, Bakari, others decry insecurity. High cost of Medicare. More Nigerians now rely on social media health prescriptions. SEC to celebrities, influencers, bloggers. Stop promoting Ponzi schemes. All right, now with this, I'll say something too. I've seen some of these schemes, right? And then they have celebrity faces and doing, there are some that celebrities, yes, do promotions for. But some others are AI generated. I have seen quite a lot of them generated with AI. In fact, they would use popular um, TV station logos and all of that stuff and use it and do. And so a person who sees it would think, oh, this thing is live. I mean, it was on NTA or it was on channels or it was on Arise. They would use those popular TV station brands and their logos and then have celebrity faces that way. The conversations was basically on another thing, but then they just edit it and then put it in there and make it look like the celebrity is telling you that, oh, this is the platform that would give you money and so on and so forth. And a lot of people need to begin to have more knowledge about AI and trying to recognize what is real and what is deep fake. Very important. Let's take a commercial. More headlines after the break. 29 minutes past 6. Good morning. Back to some more headlines. Still, this time on the Vanguard. So, SEC to celebrities, influencers, bloggers, stop promoting Ponzi schemes. And I was telling you before the break that, yes, as much as we have some of them that promote some businesses that end up becoming Ponzi schemes, I think you should also know that there are many others that do not promote any business, but their face or image or likeness is being used alongside the image or likeness of a lot of these popular media organizations in the country. And if you go over social media, you find these things there. So you have to be careful, okay? Very careful, unless you're greedy. 2027 presidency. No candidate can win without the North. Baba Ahmed. 2027 presidency. No candidate can win without the North. Baba Ahmed. All of those details you can go find on the Vanguard newspaper. Away from the Vanguard now, we go over to the Nation. And on the Nation newspaper, interesting headlines: Plateau Benue killings, state police back on front burner. This one says, Benue under siege, says Alia. Experts prefer community involvement, police independence as solutions. National Grid, government sets terms for willing investors. All of these ones are on the Nation newspaper this morning. Also, don't forget we are live on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, so you can join in on the conversation, watch and listen to us live on Facebook. You can also download the Nigeria Info FM app at the Google Play Store and the iOS Store if you are an iPhone user. Just download the app and on the app search for Nigeria Info PH so that you can get access to us and get all of our contents. Okay, away from that, let's see on the Punch newspaper what we have. So on the Punch, this one here says, Boko Haram now on TikTok operates unnamed drones, security expert. Serap sues NBC over ban of Abdul Karim's anti-Tinubu song. Interest boom. 9 local banks generate 14 trillion naira from loans. And this one says, presidency pushes back as Bakare Koka criticized Tinubu's policies. This is normal in the government of Nigeria, time after time. Quite popular with the immediate past administration of President Buhari, and now we're seeing it with this administration as well. It's always been there, but under these two administrations, it took a different level. It's normal. For me, we look forward to a day where someone can criticize the government policy and the government can own it and say, okay, for what you said, we've looked at it, we think you're right, we'll make adjustment. I don't know why, for whatever reason, our politicians think doing that makes them look stupid. I don't know why. But for whatever reason, they have never done it, at least that I know of. State police off agenda as NEC meets on Thursday. Power crisis. Federal government turns to banks for $23 billion lifeline. I thought we got a loan for power from the IMF, was it not? Yes, we got loan for power generation or power sector. So is it that loan could not solve the problem? So we are going to collect now, get money from banks. What exactly is happening? Killings. Shetima visits Plateau State today. Danjuma calls for self-defense. Marketers may lose 14 billion naira after Dangote petrol price cut. All of those are on the Punch newspaper. Now we take some messages and then also go to the phone lines. Remember to call 0817-923-0007. Emma from Olebara says, Emma Olebara from Owerri says, may we all resurrect with Christ, imbibing love, commitment, dedication, determination, humility, realistic living, etc. This time, it is time to act as fast and reclaim the true meaning of Easter. All right. This one says, good morning. No can. Kuka and Tunde Bakari spoke well, but can anything change? Okudili Iwogu is asking. Clever Sonny says, now that the national chairman of NYCN has given his mandate to the authentic chairman, my brother Wisa Barry should take a bow and stop impersonating. Justice Ori says, how many Nigerian universities are offering courses related to AI? Nigeria is far from the awareness we need to embrace AI by stepping up our awareness campaign. Well, we've been just understand that we've been using AI long before it was called AI. I mean, the Google search engine is AI. All right? It's Google search engine is AI. It's used every day. So I think now, with how evolved it has become and the evolution of it, we might have to consider doing some stuff. And I think there are some schools that have courses that try to educate people on these things. Beyond that, you can educate yourself. There are many courses you can do online. There are things to read. Onwala God's Power says the government is really not coordinated. No doubt about that. Obioma Noble says Nigerians are being killed on daily basis and our government don't want to say anything. Just like that. Obioma Noble says Nigerians, okay, we took that already. Lorenzo Delight, this is from you. It says, why is the federal government taking loan from banks for power? What of the ones we took before? I was asking similar question. Skillful Piro says, no candidate will win 2027 election without the North. My question is, can a Northern win without the South? He did not say that, so we don't need to. He did not say that the North can win without the South. He didn't. He was speaking about something, and in that context, he has said, you can't win an election without the North, and he is correct. Same way, if at all an election comes and there's a need to say it, you also say you can't win without the South. The Constitution is clear on how to win an election. Oh. Patrick Amadi says, Boko Haram now on TikTok, yet we are still silent. We are finished. If they are now on TikTok, how come they are not tracking them? I'm asking, with this fight against terrorism, right? We have NICOMSAT 1. Okay, NICOMSAT 1, I think we lost it. I don't know what the state of that is, but I know that we have NICOMSAT 2. What are we doing with that technology? How effective is it? How much have we exhausted the opportunities that technology gives us, especially in the area of tackling insecurity? We have a satellite. How well are we using it? The only solution to the unnecessary killings is to allow Nigerians carry arms. Fidelis Elemoa. King Boy says, good morning, Ifeemi. Benue State is under attack so many times, yet no state of emergency. Patrick Amadi says, Wikematic women congratulate HSL administrator and others. These women are representing us very well. Thank God says, defend yourselves. Government can't do it alone. Should we defend ourselves with stakes or with what? That's Thank God ability at Twigo. Okudili says, T.Y. Danjuma tells Nigerians, defend yourselves. With what, if I may ask? I don't know. Maybe in another interview he will tell us. Or you go to the Vanguard newspaper and read all the details. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Any of those numbers gets you access to us this morning. On Facebook, it is still Nigeria Info, 92.3 PH. For those of us that want to watch online, you can download the app. Don't forget, at Nigeria Info on Play Store if you're an Android user. If you're an iPhone user, the iOS store got you covered. The only solution to insecurity in Nigeria is to allow every Nigerian carry arms to defend themselves. Now, that would be chaotic. We think because it works in the state, even in the state where the mindset of people is a bit more improved and their environment is a bit more improved, they still do crazy things. You see people just come out and go to schools and shoot people. People just come here and they don't like a set of people, go shoot them. You see those things happen. Then bring it to Nigeria where you know that mentally a lot of Nigerians were not okay. Just ordinary driving on the road, you see what you see. Then you now put gun in the hands of that person. Let's be realistic. Our societies are different. Understand it. Our societies are different. Our behavioral patterns are different. There are certain things that if you put in the hands of Nigerians, you might not like the end result. You might not, you might not like, you might just not be able to control it at the end of the day. Owanate Clinton West says, killing in part of Nigeria is alarming and worrisome. The president does not even know what Nigerians are going through. I don't know about that. Good morning, Ifeami. There's nothing like peace-building process done by Iboki Bass in Rivers, as claimed by Hector. He's only doing the bidding of Abuja politicians. We are watching, Pastor Vincent. Please, Pastor Tunde Bakari should concentrate on his work. From comments that will destabilize the polity. Mr. President is trying his best to secure the nation and also deliver democracy dividends to Nigerians. Also, regarding state of emergency, you should be told that Rivers people are happy with the intervention of Mr. President. God's power, Egbono from Abua Odua. Popular hotelier slums and dies, and his wife's 6 years birthday may so rest in peace. Prince K, that amount came in from you. Another one, yes, is thanks to the governor for his gifts and cash to good people of Asari Territory in Kalabari Kingdom to celebrate Easter. It has never been this good in Asaga. Everybody is happy. Good people of Asaga are solidly behind Governor Come Rain, Come Shine. God Day, Teme, you sent that one in. All right, just tell us your name and where you're calling from, and let's get into it. Nigeria Info, good morning. Okay, there's a beep in your background. You might have to call us back.
Can you hear me now?
Just call us back, please. There's a beep in the background. I don't know why. Nigeria Info, good morning.
It's Shemi Andrew. Good morning.
All right, morning to you.
Thank you very much. This is Michael from Coral.
Okay, go on.
Yes, I want to talk about the killing that is going on in country. Happy that what is going on. And they say they should defend themselves. And I want to tell the community that this is happening. They should defend themselves through in a native way. I don't know. That is the only way they can do. They can defend themselves in a native way. They can post something in that community. Whoever that comes to that community, somebody with arms, they come with arms. In time like that, they cannot be able to do. Let them go to a platform. They can do that. They can do it for them. To secure them. Because the killing is getting out of hand. Those terrorists are getting out of hand. They can stand like that. They can, if they take my advice, they can do it. And secondly, I want to tell our president and the people, please, I'm begging on those supporters, just the ministers that is close to him, they are the problem. They are the problem. They are close to the president. They can tell it. When I remember when Amechi was the minister, I remember what he did. When they had to be getting out of hand, he went to the president to tell him that Nigerians are crying, and he used it in that moment. So I want to tell the Minister of FCT and the Senate President, Gospel Apartment, they go to the president.
All right.
The president hear from them.
Thank you very much. And just to also talk on the native way you said, I remember we tried that native way in one of the communities in Rivers State at the peak of the court clash and the killings. I don't know if it worked out. I don't know. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yes, my name is J.A.J. calling you from Port Harcourt right now.
Okay.
The sermon, will I call it sermon on the mount of Tunde Bakari about state of emergency in River State and the killings in Plateau State, and the spokesman of the administrator trying to respond that his boss is trying to build peace. Andrew, which peace is his boss trying to build? Came in, destroyed democratic structures that are already on ground, removed reset, remove local government service commission, and some vital institutions that are supposed to aid democracy. See, what I see the Rivers administrator doing is even trying to destroy whatever that is on ground already and killing businesses here. I tell you, for as long as he holds sway, no business person will want to come here and do business because It's like he came here and told us that the place is safe, so let me make it unsafe for people to come in. That's exactly what I see him doing. So, Hector, please get your facts right before you come to say your boss is doing well. No, he's not doing any well. Then Femi Falana challenging Nyesom Wike that he should report him to the Legal Disciplinary Council or something. I also support Falana in that area. The case of defection was not before the Supreme Court, and they said the judiciary is not a Father Christmas. How come they become automatic Father Christmas by bringing what is not for them and bringing it out?
All right, JJ, thank you.
Does it make any sense?
Good morning, Nigeria Info.
My friend Andrew, good morning.
All right, good morning.
Steve Dori from Omudioga.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, you made mention of AI.
Mm.
Do you know that up to now there are some people with smartphone, but yeah, they cannot use AI? Andrew, for example, myself, I started using AI on my smartphone like 3 months ago. So when I say the awareness campaign is not much in Nigeria, I think with using myself as a replica, as an example, I still know there are some people who are going through this. So we need to step up the awareness campaign, because if you see on social media, people paint fake things for now to be real as a result of AI. Even though I condemn the overdependency on AI, our institutions, the polytechnics, the colleges of education, the universities have to introduce courses that will enhance us about AI, because if you get to the Western world, they are far ahead of us. Then on the statement of Tiwa Danjuma on Nigerians should defend themselves, yes, he's correct. They said security is everybody's concern. You being security conscious is also defending yourself. So that statement he made is very correct. Nigerians should not take it lightly. Defend yourself when you can. Andrew, Omudioga still don't have light as we speak. This is 7 years. Government should remember Omudioga.
Talk to you have a sole administrator in your local government. Talk to him.
Andrew, I know.
I'm moving on to another caller. Thank you. Talk to the leaders closest to you. That's where you start from. I have to move on. We don't have all the time for this segment to take too much contributions. It's a newspaper review segment. Good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yes, my name is Aiba Gospower.
All right.
Andrew, when we were growing up, we were told that the pulpit and the men of God are sacred. That whatever they say is the mind of God, and they don't need to take sides. Their statements are always devoid of biases. But Andrew, today, the reverse is the case. I'm referring to the statement related to Pastor Bakare. Pastor Bakare is not in Ethiopia. Pastor Bakare is in Nigeria, and he has been in Nigeria. Where was he when the governor suspended and declared the seat of the civil lawmakers vacant when court has not done so? Where was Bakare when the River State House Assembly was brought down? Where was Bakare when salaries and allowances of the lawmakers were seized? Andrew, until we are sincere to ourselves, this country will not get better. The problem we're having today are people who are supposed to look critically and stick true to power and ensure that whatever statement they make is for the peace and development of the country, are taking sides. This country will not get better. I'm disappointed in the statement of Bakare as a man of God this morning. Thank you, Emmanuel Bagotowa.
Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning. You're on the from Nkoro. My brother, I want to thank the governor, just like the former Kana local government chairman said. In the midst of crisis, the governor paid Rivers people for the 23 LGA. The words, I want to thank the governor. His God sent to Rivers people What is Solar Administrator? What did he do to Rivers people? Did he send any food to Rivers people? Easter food to Rivers people? But our suspended governor know that people are hungry. People are hungry. But whatever he said, you want to say Rivers first. And I know that this governor is a godsend to Rivers State. And the spokesman of the Solar Administrator, investors are going up for Rivers State. If you come to Rivers, the Rivers State is very dry. No business is not moving. My brother, God should bring back our governor. We are yearning to see our governor. Please. I'm Femi Falana. Yes, it's putting my mind. Supreme Court now. Don't believe in Supreme Court again. Because they take order from one man. Thank you very much. God bless you. I remain on the that from Nkoro.
Okay. With regards to taking orders from one man, I don't think the Supreme Court does that. So let's be guided on that one. It doesn't. Yes, they might have times where perhaps their interpretation on the judgment that they gave might have some flaws, and in some of those cases they've made corrections. They've come back and made certain corrections and all of that. But to say that they take order from one man, no, they don't. Okay. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
This is Ken. I'm calling from Eche.
All right.
Andrew, my heart goes to the family of the popular hoteler who slums and died during his wife's birthday. This is heartbroken, I tell you for free. I want to also advise that we should always check on our health status as to know the limit our body system could carry during a certain performances or demonstration. It will help us to curtail all this kind of breaking news of sudden and untimely death. Then the former caretaker of Kana asking the sole administrator to respect the Speaker's judgment on caretaker. He forgot so soon that he was also one of the caretakers appointed by the suspended governor through violation of Supreme Court judgment. So if that advice could be given, I believe he should be totally excluded because he was a beneficiary of disobedience to the Supreme Court judgment. Then Hector said the sole administrator is building peace processes. Yes, that is correct. By the way, the workers have received their salary. The 80,000 minimum wage promised by the suspended governor was paid by the sole administrator, Ebok Ebas. So tell me, who is saying that the businesses are not going? The person is speaking by himself and not the interest of Rivers people.
All right, thank you very much. We take one more call. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
The very distinguished Ifemi and happy Easter Monday, sir.
All right, same to you.
Yes, I remain the very distinguished Temple. Okay.
All right.
Very distinguished Ifemi, and I decided to call this morning as much as I've not been feeling too well all this one. Nigerians defending themselves. I want to ask, will they use their teeth to defend themselves? And it baffles me so much that I have seen Nigerians who have also defended themselves in the aspect of what we call self-defense, and they appear in court and they are being sentenced by hanging or by life imprisonment. So what do we call that? So this issue of defend yourself, I don't understand. And you see people coming to tell Mr. President on what he needs to do. My former governor, FCT minister now, told us, which some of the radio stations, including your own, that any government that cannot protect the life of its citizens, such a government is just playing and there is no governance. For me, there is no governance. And it is high time they listen to some of these constructive criticism and use some of them and do the needful within the confines of Rivers State and allow Nigerians to breathe. And I also want to remind the sole administrator of Eche, in as much as I am concerned, he remain, an impostor. But for me, he should remember Umechem. He should remember Umechem. Not them criticizing the under Ngobo did something in his community. Under Ozodema also restored life in his community. For the past 5 years, Umechem have no life. Okay, they say charity begins at home, but I don't know where I own the start from. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Temple. As much we can take. I see your comments. This one says, watching from Degema, Balaudoye. Ima describes, says, with dramatic women, when the time is right, everything built on air will be off for us to face reality. Fidelis says security agencies are not telling us the truth about the killings. That's the much we can take. We wrap it up now. We go for a commercial. Business news follows at 7. Good morning.